Let's go. That's a W. Let's eat one.
Niners won, baby! Ric Flair, woo! Come at me, boy! They call me Brostradamas! Making predictions up in this motherfucker. You feel me? You feel me, fam? This shit is too real.
You betrayed the law.
Oh, you betrayed the law. You hear that, Jameis Winston? You betrayed the law. And I tried to tell you guys. I tried to tell you that I knew what was going to happen. You didn't believe me, so we're going to run a clip. Some of the most ridiculous plays. I don't know where the clip is, but it's running.
Going to look improved, and the main reason for that is going to be because the secondary looks better because they get.
What did I fucking say? What did I fucking say? Pick sixes, pass rush, too much pressure. Jameis Winston makes mistakes. You see it. I don't have to tell you. I don't have to toot my own horn. But honk, honk, motherfucker. Shit. All right, so we're going to talk about the game. First off, I want to say it felt like a preseason game, like almost the whole way through. I mean, we were lucky we won, but I really hated the refs. They took back, for both teams, a total of 5 touchdowns. I watched the highlights for the game after the game was done. And they had all of those touchdowns in the highlights because the game would have been like a 3-minute highlight if you didn't put in all of the touchdowns that got called back. So 3 for the Niners. I think Kittle should have scored twice. Mostert scored on a long run where there was a hold with Richie James. And some of them are probably dead on. There were probably some holds, but whatever. I think the refs got too involved. They got so happy they were finally on TV that they just pulled out their little yellow flags and squeak, squeak, squeak. Some other stuff. So I'm a genius. We got that. That's great. The pass rush is going to be key for the rest of the season. It's going to be our go-to. It's going to be what we rest our hat on. The pass rush is going to be what we rest our hat on moving forward. Nick Bosa got his first sack. What's his name? D. Ford got a sack as well, but tons of pressure. Jameis Winston was never comfortable. I think by the end of the game, their line had worn down, and we just had so much pressure that Jameis made a terrible throw, picked off by Richard Sherman. He ran it back for a touchdown. A terrible play, and he didn't get to eat his W that day. You know what? This Sunday, Jameis Winston's going to bed a little bit hungry. Okay? Maybe he'll get a W next time. But right now, we're eating all the W's. We're eating 1. We ate 1. We want 2. 2. We want 2 W's. How do we get that? Well, we got to beat the Bengals. Here's what I'm worried about. The Niners' rush defense looked pretty suspect. I don't even know their running back's name. What is it? Like Peyton Hillis? No, it's like Peyton Jones? Jones something. Jones Jr., Senior, or the third. Did I get any of it right? If I didn't, yeah, then I get the Trump probably, right? The rush defense was suspect. I think it's probably because we're undersized. Also, the heat, I think it just wore us down. But we need to keep an eye out for power run game. Can we handle it? One of the problems with DeForest Buckner and Eric Armstead is they're so tall that it's really easy for them on a double team. They can't stay low. It's easy for them to come up and just get blown right off the ball. I think I saw that happening a little bit, but yeah, that's something to watch going forward for the defense. Now we're going to talk about the offense. Offense struggled for sure. The O-line, again, I think we were out-physicaled. That's what I hear them say on the radio. Sometimes they say out-physicaled. It's a ridiculous word, right? Hey, is out-physical the word? I bet it's not. Fact checker? Got it. Actually, that would suck if it is a word. So yeah, our O-line just got, they just got blown up. There was a ton of penetration. You have Ndamukong Suh. You have Vita Vea, I think, was playing a little bit. He might have been on a snap count, a pitch count, if you will. The other thing to keep in mind is that the Buccaneers have super fast linebackers. They drafted Devin White, and they have Levante David, who's playing middle linebacker. It's a lot like when I don't want to say a lot like, because you guys jump down my throat on that stuff. It's similar to the 49ers running the 3-4 with Patrick Willis and Navarro Bowman. When you have extremely fast inside linebackers in a 3-4 scheme, you tend to go sideline to sideline. It's really hard to get runs to the outside. You're chasing stuff down from the backside. So I think that had to do with why our rushing game was not there. But we did just enough to get the win. Jimmy G just needs some more time. I mean, people are going to say that until he comes back online and, has a 6-game run where he just blows other teams out of the water. For now, we just need him to not lose us games. Limiting how many interceptions for touchdowns he throws is a good step in not losing the game. So he can work on that. He has some stuff he can work on. Hoping that he can clean it up a little bit. I'm a little worried about Shanahan. I don't think that maybe he trusts Jimmy. He doesn't have his full confidence in Jimmy yet. And so he's extremely predictable. There were several times in the third and fourth quarter that I was just like, please don't run the outside zone, because they know it's coming and it's going to go for no yards. And then he did it. And it would be a perfect time to hit him with a play action right there. Obviously, they're selling out to stop the run. So he needs to be a little bit less predictable. And I think that comes with trusting Jimmy Garoppolo a bit more. It's time for the Hot Boys report. All right, so Quan Alexander got kicked out of the game. I think it was second to last play of the first quarter. Pretty upsetting. Because it would have been fun to see him play against his old team a bit more. He was looking good before he got kicked out. And I don't know. I don't think they should eject players from the game. But I did watch it back in slow motion, and there is a way that he can avoid hitting him with his helmet. So, fair play. But Fred Warner looked really good. He is doing the thing that Bobby Wagner does on the Seahawks, which is as he goes in for the tackle, he's throwing a punch at the ball, and he caused 2 fumbles. One was recovered by the Bucs, one by the Niners. But Fred Warner is going to be someone to watch this season because he's fast, he's smart, he's got swagger that he's picked up from Quan now that they got this Hot Boys gimmick, but he also is matching that physicality with that intellect. So he's going to be a really, really spicy player in the middle for the Niners for hopefully, the next decade. The other player that I think maybe should have a Hot Boys consideration is Mark Nazacha. That guy had an interception, which was a tough play that he made. He also had that blocked punt that was basically a turnover for the Niners in the beginning of the game. Nazacha is a backup. He actually filled in for Quan Alexander, but I don't think we lost anything. Maybe those big run plays in the beginning or towards the end of the game, we may have lost a little something that Quan could have provided, but that interception was a big play. And so I think he should probably got the game ball. I know it went to Quan, but I would have given it to Nazacha. All right, well, that's it for today. We're going to try to have a second episode up by maybe Friday. So check back for that on Reddit, and I think we're doing this on YouTube now. Shout out to Night Stop, which was the song that we listened to in the beginning. Chaz, can you put that back on? All right. It's not playing right now. I just winked. I don't know. It's not that good. All right. We're out of here. See you later on this week.